Hello, welcome to MathPro by Bloom Academy. Okay, today we're going to do some basic work for third and fourth graders. Okay, let's start with this division. 216 divided by 4. Okay? First of all, how do we know if we're going to have a remainder left? How do you know we're going to have a remainder? Okay, so we have normally, if you remember your divisibility rules, we use the last two digits here. If this number here, 16, is divisible by 4, then we shouldn't expect any remainder when we are done. Okay, so let's go for it. So we have 216 divided by 4. 216 divided by 4. Okay, so how do we do this? We start with the first digit here, right? We see, can we divide 2 by 4? No, it's not big enough. So we add the second digit and we get what? 21. 21. How many times does 4 go into 21? See that 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. If we go 25, we've gone over 21. So it goes in here 5 times. Okay. Then we take the 5 and multiply by 4. We get 20. We put it over here. 20. Okay. What do you do next? Then you subtract. 21 minus 20, you get 1. 1 is not enough to divide 4, but there is a digit left. There is a digit left, which is 6. We bring the 6 down. We have 16. What do we do next? We take the 16 and divide by 4. What is 16 divided by 4? It is what? 4. Again, we take the 4, we multiply 4, we get 16. We subtract 0. Okay, what do we call these numbers here? Okay, the 54, we call it our quotient. 4 is the divisor. 216 is called the dividend. Write these down in your notebook. And finally, what number is left here is called the remainder. In this case, we have no remainder, 0. So we say 216 divided by 4 is 54 with no remainder. Quotient is 54, remainder is 0. Okay. All right. How do we check that we did the correct thing? We take our quotient and multiply by the divisor. So 54 times 4, 4 times 4 is 16, 6. And then we carry the 1 up here. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 plus 1 is 21. 216. So we are right. We did the correct thing. Okay. Try it. Can we divide 636 by 4 without a remainder? How do you know? Okay, you take the last two digits here. Can we divide 36 by 4? Yes. And therefore, when we divide 636 by 4, there should be no remainder. Okay, try it first. You try this on your own and then come back, pause it, come back and check your answer. Okay, so we start with 6, the first digit. Is it big enough to divide by 4? Yes. So 6 divided by 4 is 1. We put a 1 up here. Okay. And then we say 1 times 4 is 4. We bring it down here. And then what we do? We subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 is not big enough to divide 4. So we bring the 3 down here. Now we have 23. 23 divided by 4 is what? 5, right? Okay, so we count 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25. We've gone too far, so we stop at 20. So 4 times, we put a 5 up here, sorry. 5 times 4 is 20. What do we do next? We subtract. 23 minus 20 is 3. The 3 is not enough to divide 4, so what? We bring the 6 up here next. We get 36. And we divide 36 by 4. What do we get? 9. Okay, so we check our work. 4 times 159 is 636. All right, what about this one? 918 divided by 4. You try it first yourself. First of all, is there going to be a remainder? Use this to check. Can you divide 18 by 4 without a remainder? Okay. Now, when you finish, continue the video. Let's go and check our work. So 918 divided by 4, let's start. Let's start with the first digit. Always start with the first digit. Ask yourself, is it big enough to divide the divisor, which is 4? Yes. So 9 divided by 4, 4, 8, 12. We go above if we count 3 times. So we stop at 2. 9 divided by 4 is 2. We put the 2 up here. As soon as we put it up here, we multiply by 4 again and we put the product down here, 8. What do we do next? We subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1, right? 9 minus 8 is 1. 1 is not enough, so what do? We bring a number from here down. Okay, now we have 11. 11 divided by 4 is what? Okay, 4, 8, 12. If we count 3 times, we've gone too far, so it's 2. 2 times 4 is 8. We bring it down here and we subtract again. We get 3. Get 3, right? Now, 3 is not enough. We have a number left here. We bring it all the way down. So now we have 38. And now we divide 38 by 4. Okay, you have to master your times table here. 38 divided by 4. You count and you realize 4 times 10 is 40, right? You've gone too far. So 4 times 9 is 36. We put a 9 up here. We multiply. We get 36. And then 38 minus 36 is 2. Okay. 2 is not big enough to divide. And there are no more numbers up here to bring down. So this is the end of the division. We are done. So what do we say? 918 divided by 4 is 229. Remainder 2. That's what we say. The quotient is 229. Remainder is 2. We need to check our work to see we did the right thing. How do we check? Okay, we multiply our divisor 4 by 229. And since we had a remainder of 2 left, we need to come back and add it to it. Okay, so your quotient times the divisor, 229 times 4. Okay, 229. So we have 918 here, divided by 4. You have 229, remainder 2. Okay, how do we get this number? It is 229 times 4. Okay, we are checking our work. 229 times 4, which is 916. And then we have to add the remainder of 2. And then we get 918. So that is correct. Our work is correct. Okay. All right. So try it. Do this one here. Okay. So you're going to have 5136 divided by 5, step by step, one number at a time. Okay. And what is your quotient? What's your remainder? Check your work. How do you check your work? You are going to multiply your quotient by your divisor, and then you add the remainder, and you should get this number here in the house. Okay. Try these two. 25 divided by 3. What is your quotient? What is your remainder? And then I will say, check your work. How do you check your work, right? Check your work. Check your work right here. Let me put it, check your work. Okay. Multiply your quotient by 3, and when you add the remainder, you should get 25. If you don't get 25, then you've made a mistake. Okay, now I have a number. I divide it by 2, and I say I have a quotient of 234, remainder 1. What is that number? What is the value of A in the division above? A represents just a number. We don't know what it is. Okay, A is just like a box. It's a variable. Okay. Okay. Check your number right here and do it, and then come and check your answer. So how do you know? Pause the video, do the work, come and check. How do you know? So we're going to do 234 times 2 is 8, 6, 4. But there was a remainder of 1, so we need to come and add it. So 4, 6, 9. So the number A, you should have gotten 469. Okay, let's do multiplication here, this step here. Let's do 63 times 48. Okay, 63 times 48. Okay, we're going to do 8 times 3 is 24. 4, we put it here. And make sure you line your work up. 3, 8, 4 should be straight, right? 4. Okay, so put a 4 here. We move the 2 up. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 2 is 48 plus 2 is 50, and then plus 4 is 544. Okay, are we done yet? We are not done. So we keep on. Now, 4 times 3 is what? 12. We put the 2 down here and make sure your work is lined up. Okay, it goes under the 4. Okay, so make sure this is a straight line. Line your work, make sure it's all lined up. Okay, 4 times 3 is 12. We put a 2 here, carry the 1 up here. 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25. 5, 2. And then what do? You're ready to add it. Okay, here there's a 0. Put a 0 here. So you add it 4, 6, 0, 3. That's your answer. Okay, so pause the video and try this yourself. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24. You put a 4 down here straight. Make sure your numbers are lined up straight. 2, you carry the 4 here. You put a 4 here, and then you carry the 2 up. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 2 is 50. 48 plus 2 is 50. Sorry, I made a mistake here. 50. Right here. 50, I made a mistake. So this should be 2. It's 50. Okay, now we go to the next line. 4 times 3 is 12. We put a 2 straight up down the 4. We carry our 1 up. 4 times 6 is 24. 24 plus the 1 is 25. Now we are ready to add 3024. Okay, what if I say 6 and a number here we don't know, times 48. Okay, and I say The ones digit here it is 4. How do you know what this number is? Right? So always remember the number here, right, means there's a number that you multiply by 8, and the number in the ones place is a 4. What is that number? Now your 8 times table, you know the only number will be 3, right? So we're going to do some exercises here, and that's how we're going to figure it out. Okay, let's do another one. 47 times 66. I want you to do this. Okay, do 47 times 66. Come back here and check your answer. Okay, all right. This is what you should get. This should be your answer, 3,102. Now, suppose I gave you this. I say 4 times a letter. This the letter A represents a digit. We don't know. And then I give you this table. I say in the multiplication above, the letters A, B, C, D, E, and F represent digits from 0 to 9. What digit does each letter stand for? How are we going to figure it out? Okay, so here you look at it. This 2 means 6 times a number gives you 2 at the ones place. So now you look at your times table. What numbers multiply 6 to get 2 at the ones place, right? Would be what? 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42. So the number could be either 2 or 7. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see how we are going to choose one or the other. Let's go over here. 6 times 4 is what? 24, right? 6 times 4 is 24. Okay. And then we add whatever number we carry up here. We add it to 24. It means we are going to get 8 at the ones place. That's what the 8 means. See that? That's what the 8 means. Okay. So that means we added 4 to the 24 to get 8. So we carried a 4 from here, from this multiplication. 6 times the letter A, we carried a 4 in order to add it to the 24 to get this 8. So now you come and ask, was it 7 or was it 2? Okay, if 6 times 2, we will only carry a 1. 6 times 7, we will carry a 4. So we know for sure now this is a 7. Now that we know it's a 7, the rest should be easy, right? Okay, so 4, we put, so this letter here, B, what should B be? Should be 2, 28, right? 28. Now we know what B is. How do we figure out the rest of it? B is already here again, so we already also know this is 2. So now, how do we get the letter F? It's 2 plus 0. So F is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put the 0 here. We carry the 1 up here. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 8 is 11. So this is a 1. D is a 1. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. Pause the video, go over what I did, and so we know A is 7, B is 2, C is 3, D is 1, 0, and then 2. That's our answer. So now I give you this. Try this, and then send me your answers. Okay? All right? And I'm going to send you your IXL exercises for further practice. Let me know if this is helpful or not, and then I will improve it depending on your feedback. Okay? And what do I tell you? I say apply yourselves very well, and all things being equal, you shall what? Bloom. Welcome to Bloom Academy. See you in the next video. Bye bye.